Yo, what is up, internet? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a good morning so far. Mine's been pretty calm myself after those Halloween hangovers. But today we're going to be talking about a very greedy dad, and I'm pretty sure this is probably one of the greediest dads I've ever seen. And as a person who has an active father in his life, and a good one at that, I'm very lucky to appreciate my father and say that I have one, because not everyone has a dad or one that cares, because, you know, it's a gem. You know, having a good father as a boy, as a man now, is a gem, because, you know, they're gonna give you lots of advice and share their experience and whatnot. And even though you're in your teenage phase like I am, sometimes I might not want to hear it, but I hear it anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. But this guy right here, he's 28 years old. His name is Christian. He was featured on a recent episode of the podcast or like YouTube show or whatever, Financial Audit. And man, oh man, this guy's got some screwed up morals, I'll say that, because apparently he stole $10,000 from his 4-year-old child's college fund. I'm gonna say that one more time. He stole $10,000 from his 4-year-old kid from his college fund at 4 years old. That's a pretty good start when it comes to college. Like, I'm not going to college right now personally, but I know that $10,000 is a good chunk of change to start, especially if you're at 4 years old. And if you let that roll over with interest and stuff, by the time he's actually ready to go to college, that might be worth $40,000, $50,000. That could pay for a lot of college, depending on where he goes and whatnot. But yeah, that is just absolutely downright immoral. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen a dad do, and this is just sad and pathetic. Apparently, him and his wife have been having some serious marital issues where he's a horrible spender, clearly. And I didn't even tell you what he did with the money yet. Apparently, he took 5 glamorous trips to the Bahamas, Disney World, Houston, New York, and Atlanta. And boy, oh boy, that $10,000 is gone in an instant. I don't even know, dude. Like, this guy is horrible. He's the worst dad ever. Well, maybe not the worst, but this guy fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie. And while on the podcast, obviously being questioned for his very questionable acts, Christian said this. He's like a 0% loan, Christian said on his son's savings. I figured I valued building memories with him and taking him on experiences. It was worth it, he told podcast host Caleb Hammer. What the fuck are you talking about? That's bullshit, and you know it, dude. And calling him a 0% loan, dude, that's sad. Because what the hell? Why are you doing this to your child? Like, I understand your child doesn't even know what's going on, and he's probably not gonna even remember, but this will affect him down the line when he maybe, oh, I don't know, doesn't have enough college money or enough money to pay for a student loan that he had to get from the bank. Maybe if he had, I don't know, $40,000 or $50,000 by the time he was 18, he could have used that towards student loans or toward his own tuition. I don't know, dude. It's just a sad world we live in. But then again, you're taking him on experiences. He's 4 years old. This is ridiculous. He continued to say, I figured he's 3 or 4 now. He won't know, he said. What? And then Hammer, visibly stunned, called the move disgusting and selfish, noting that the cash could have grown into more than $40,000 by the time the boy turned 18 if it had been left alone. Christian admitted he made the withdrawals without telling his wife, who recently rejoined the US Army to help dig the family out of roughly $90,000 in debt. And he said, she doesn't approve, he said. I didn't ask for permission before I did it. Yeah, that just tells you everything you need to know about this pathetic loser. He goes behind his wife's back. Wife, meanwhile, not girlfriend, or not baby mama, whatever, wife. They are married, and takes $10,000 from his college account and spends it on trips. You just contradicted yourself, brother. You said, I figured he's 3 or 4 right about now. He won't know or remember. But you said he wants to take him on experiences and building memories. Brother, that is a straight up contradiction. You are a literal walking contradiction. I don't know what else to say to you, dude. Like, you're a horrible father. This is just, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Apparently, though, in their marriage, him and his unnamed wife don't actually share finances. They are their own separate people and have their own separate jobs and their own accounts and whatnot. And this is coming from a guy, Christian, who is a mailman who makes nearly $30 an hour. That is a great paycheck right there. At the end of the 2 weeks, when you finally get it, that is a good chunk of change going toward your checking account and savings account. Clearly, this guy is not really saving anything if he's got to steal from his 4-year-old son. But dude, $27 an hour? That is awesome. To walk around a neighborhood and drop pieces of paper in a mailbox? or drive a truck around for 8 hours? That is so simple, dude. Like, my job is pretty easy as an electrical supply warehouse parts counter worker, but this is way easier than that. The only difficult thing I could actually think of a mailman experiencing is him not able to find the package, or maybe him not able to find the address, but that's why we have Google Maps, right? Apparently this guy is just not very good with money, and that's pretty easy to tell, I'd say. Christian told the podcast host that he routinely drops hundreds of dollars a month eating out, often hitting McDonald's or Chick-fil-A after his mail route. And then he says, "It's my stress thing," he said. "Instead of a cigarette, I get a McDouble." Oh my gosh, dude. I can't stress enough that both of those things are not good for you. If you're not killing yourself with one by inhaling smoke into your lungs, then you're killing yourself with the other by inhaling fucking actual grease into your kidneys. Like, they're gonna die, dude. You're killing yourself slowly with both of those things. So, I mean, you're not doing yourself any good. And spending hundreds of dollars a month eating out, this guy has to be the fattest guy ever. How is that not possible? Like, I showed you his photo. This guy does not look fat. Actually, he looks like fucking Josh Hutcherson when he was playing Mike in Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, it just doesn't compute with me. I'm fat. Well, not fat, but I'm overweight. And that bothers me. And I don't even eat as much as this guy. Like, I can't fathom spending hundreds of dollars a month on fast food. I can't fathom that, nor can I afford it. So that upsets me a little bit. The fact that this guy spends hundreds of dollars a month on fast food and doesn't get that fat. And I'm already some fat fucker just doing some YouTube shit. That pisses me off. But it's crazy though, it's crazy. But here, I think this is an image from the podcast. I believe this is like a pie chart or something like that. It's some sort of, I don't know, like a wheel where their spending money goes. Obviously, they've got different colors to associate different spending with. They have TP fund, which I don't really know what that is. TP, like toilet paper. They spend $500 on groceries, $320 on car insurance, $120 on gas, $100 on utilities, $940 for the mortgage, and they spend nearly $2,000 in debt every month. That is wild. That's crazy how much debt this guy is in, and apparently his wife is in zero debt. So every cent that this family is in debt with is completely his fault. This guy is literally the worst. He's awful. I can't stress enough that this guy sucks ass. And he's like so remorseful about it. Like, obviously he's gonna say, because he's getting flamed on the podcast, like, hey, you're kind of a bad dad. Obviously he's gonna say like, oh, I want to do better and all that stuff. No, you don't, dude. Shut up. The next chance your kid gets any sort of money in his college fund, which by the way, was mostly relative funded. So it was his relatives that put the money in that account and he just took it away. This guy's awful. This guy's horrible. I don't know what else to say. He's a thief in the night. Like, this guy sucks. Just save money. It's so easy. I'm pretty sure this wife, though, she got some sort of master plan up her sleeve to divorce this guy because this guy's the worst. This guy deserves a divorce. This guy doesn't even deserve to see his kid anymore. I think the child will be better off if the dad is just completely gone. Because if he's pulling this shit when he's like a little kid, imagine what he's gonna teach him when he actually knows how to think for himself and like pull some shit like this off. He might become a full-time criminal, a mastermind. This dad is not a good dad, and he's definitely not a good influence on his son if he's already stealing from him. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you because you guys are awesome. If you're willing to listen to me hoot and holler for this long. So if you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button, as it will help a ton. And if you're enjoying the content, hey, watch some more, you know? I'm always going to put out new videos and just got to find the right content and stuff. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the content, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you guys in the next one.